And this is the piece that Kat Gato. It's my ode to Gato Barbieri. I actually have a Gato Barbieri story. I saw him twice in one evening at the Bottom Line, and he actually spoke to me. And he was a big hero of mine for many years, and I was living in New York City at the time, and I was down on the Bottom Line in the queue for the second show. You pretty much had to go and line up before the first show for the second show. And anyway, I saw both shows that evening, and I'm sat in the audience, not that far away from him, and he's saying, I can't remember, he's doing a little talk, and there's a gap, and I shout out, "Lions also cry," which was a famous track of his and quite contemporary at the time. This was like the early 80s. And he played another song or two, and then again I shouted out, "Lions also cry." And he looked over to me, and I wasn't that far away from him, and he said, "I know." And anyway, when it came to the end of the first set, because everybody in the audience, loved "Lions Also Cry," and anyway, to the end of the set, the very last one of the set, he lit up with the strains of "Lions Also Cry," and the crowd went wild. I mean, if you knew the Bottom Line, just a small place, and the roof came off when he did that. That was brilliant. And then I stayed in for the second show. But years later, because I'm in New York City as a young artist, young musician, and I'm messengering on the street to pay the rent, and it was a very well paid job. You didn't have to work that much, and could carry on with my painting. And anyway, one of the many packets that I picked up over the years, it's Gato Barbieri. I couldn't believe it. I was going to Gato's place. Well, I'm thinking that I'm going to leave it with the doorman or whatever, but when I get there, it's not even a doorman building. It's on the west side somewhere, 70-something, I think. And I couldn't believe it. I was going to go knock on the door, Gato Barbieri. Anyway, it was quite early in the morning, and one of his aides came to the door, I'm afraid. But anyway, this is my ode to Gato in my urban style.